Alright, welcome back, beautiful people of the interwebs. We are here working on the E30 as normal. It's posted in the garage. The first thing on our agenda today is some new control arms. Like I said in the last video, I bought new control arms. So now everything in the front is going to be nice and new. Grant currently is sawing out one of the bushings for the lollipop, because I got some new lollipop bushings, some nice offset ones. So we're doing that because that's a fucking pain in the ass. So once Grant does that,
I just got this one.
Did you?
Well, I broke through it, so yeah, I'll probably go through it now.
Fire. So while Grant's doing that, I'm gonna swap over these end links because I bought these new not too long ago. And then once we swap the control arms, we can finally put the E36 rack in because I got the right tie rods. So now that's all good. And then once the tie rods and the control arms are in, then we can start putting the brakes in, which I've been lacking on majorly. And then once the brakes are in, we can put the motor in. So that probably won't happen today in this video. I feel like it most likely will happen in the next video, but you never know. The title could be "We put the motor in my E30," so you'll just have to you'll know for sure. So here we've got some offset lollipop bushings. These are, I think, the harder poly. They're not. I don't think they're solid. They're just like
They're 68D, so they're stiffer than any like Garagistic or Rev Shift, but not like aluminum.
Yeah. So these should feel quite nice. I've just got to press in the last bit, and Grant's starting on the next one. So once these go in, then we can put the control arms in, then we can put the rack in, and then we can start doing the brakes. So yeah, I'll update you guys when we continue this process. All right, after some work, the steering rack is in, the new control arms are in, everything's nice and tight. So it's time to move on to the brakes, which is going to be one of the more annoying parts of the swap, I can confirm. So let me gather all the parts so we can figure out what we need to do, and then we can start slowly putting stuff in.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Right here we have Alex Argio, the one and only.
Yeah, so basically what's happening right now is we put the steering rack and everything in, and we put the steering shaft in, which I'll show you later. And now I'm currently putting in these Delrin accelerator pedal bushings. Yep. And this is the little like press kit for it. So it kind of sucks because, you know, like on the last video, my back hurts like a motherfucker because there's a hump in the floor. And I feel like all those girls on Instagram. But, you know, other than that, like, it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Big silly guy right here.
Yeah. All right, as you guys can tell, the pedals are finally in. Holy fucking Christ. Oh, yeah, bud. Yeah, me and Casey, like, struggled with this for, like, 45 minutes. And that was the most annoying thing ever because most people say to pull the dash out. But, of course, we were like, nah, fuck that. So we just had to, like, shove it through a bunch of wires and get it in. And right now we only have one bolt in, and the next step is to, oh my god, too many people, Brody Wolf. The next step is I have to drill some holes. Can you guys see that right here? Because this is where this mount is going to go in there, and then the reservoirs are going to go there. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I think now that we got the pedals in there, see them in there, we'll be able to drill the holes, and then we can start like bolting stuff in. Also put that in a long time ago. Oh, something just dropped. Put that in a while ago, and it's pretty solid. Now I have like good steering. But this pedal setup is just like, it's been a fucking nightmare. But we've got it somewhat bolted in, so we're making progress for sure. All right, so currently we are drilling the holes to where this bracket goes into. So now this bracket guy, see those holes right there? Yeah, my shit's rusted right there, if you guys can't tell. You just gotta put this in there, boom, line it up, and then we're gonna thread some bolts through there, put some nuts on the other side, and that should hold this up. One thing is the fact that there's 3 bolts on the inside of the pedal box that the master cylinders are like blocking it, so we don't know how we're gonna like tighten those. This is pretty straightforward because it's like you can just sandwich it right in here. So that should be good. I'm not totally sure if we want to. Oh, one thing I did find out is the brake lines I was given. Hold on, I'm recording here. These are supposed to go in here and then connect to the master cylinder. But this is.
That was good.
This don't. See that don't work. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't know.
We need to get some smaller lines, but that's not a big deal. That's okay.
Does it just slip over and then it's super loose?
No, it's the hole itself is like tiny compared to that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then the stainless lines go through here.
Oh, this is good content.
Yeah. Working on Alex's car. Yep. It's typical that I get stuck working on a BMW.
Hey, okay, don't worry, guys.
I own one.
I'm paying all of these people $0.
Yeah, that was a total lie.
$0. Hey, watch it.
You do this.
Right here. My payment for all of these. Ah, that's so cold!
Oh, flame
Whoa, what is going on over there?
Forget the lid.
Oh! Why am I?
Lighter.
Ah, it's still so cold.
Someone's gotta be in there. Inside. It's too cold for the lighter, I guess.
No, it works.
Smack with the gooch.
Oh!
Wait. Pussy, let it go.
Don't be a pussy.
Dude, run with it. You know you can. Hey, wait.
Alright, guys. You want to tell them about the meet?
We're going to the Shitboxers meet. We host it, and we're gonna be like 30 minutes late. So
We're so cool.
No, we're not gonna be 30 minutes late.
we're gonna be like 20
We'll
minutes
be like
late. 15 minutes.
What do they call it? Fashionably late?
Yeah. See,
Fashionably late.
You gotta keep them guessing if we're gonna come or not.
But then we roll up to the meet, and like all of our cars look sick as fuck, and everyone's like,
Yep.
"Damn,
I
daddy,
can't wait to
fuck."
roll up to the meet, bro. This is gonna be crazy.
Everyone arguing about how their paint's fucked, and Alex is just like, "Your paint's fucked, huh? Where the fuck's my engine at, dude?"
No engine. No motor. No
You
motor.
can fix it. Fix the paint.
Dude, you know, let's
Oh, yeah,
trailer
so
my car to the meet.
We will pick up the vlog when we're there.
Right now.
All right, so we've made it to the meet. There's a fuck ton of people here, so I'm just gonna like show some of the cars, do a quick walkthrough, some of the shit. Here's the first one, E46 wagon.
I thought it was rebuilt.
S54.
Hi Alex, you didn't shout me out in your last video like you promised you would for taking care of your cat.
Ideal appearance.
Maybe.
Whoa. What the
Sorry.
fuck is that? First gen Imprezas. Look at how crazy this is. Yeah, man.
What is it?
There's a first gen Impreza, my first gen Impreza, and another first gen.
Dude, there's so many.
Right?
What? There's so many. Oh my god. Okay, it is. I have not been filming anything because it's way too fucking cold out here. I'm literally freezing and I have 4 layers. So I didn't feel like whipping out the camera. But Casey's car is not starting right now, so that's kind of goofy. He's a genius! No! Alright, as you guys can tell, it is now the next day. Here with Senior Grant, who's currently very busy. But we got the pedal box fully in. This was an absolute pain in the ass. I don't even think you guys will be able to see, but there's bolts tucked up behind all those bullshit wires. Let's see if you can see. Oh, that's a lovely noise. They're all the way up in there. So getting those was absolute fucking nightmare. But we did it, and now this guy is nice and tight in there. So that's good. That was like a huge part that we finished. And then there's also out here, the sandwich plate for this is in, so we just need the braided lines, which are these guys. Oh, I'm dropping them everywhere. Oh, hello. These braided lines, this guy, is gonna go in there. and it's gonna go thread in there. Then there's a little gasket right here to make sure that this fits in there nicely. And then this plate right here that we also bolted in, the reservoirs are gonna stick on top of here. And then there's going to be these rubber lines that feed from the reservoirs to the master cylinders that are in there. So this is our feed from the reservoir, and this is our like return to the actual hard lines, because all these braided lines screw into this hard line, which is for my slave, and then these two hard lines, which are for my brakes. Yeah, so the next step is we're going to be connecting all these lines, figuring that out, and then once that's figured out,
Got to shorten this thing.
we got to shorten the, what do you even call that, like the gas pedal bracket?
Yeah, I mean, goes into the bushings, connects to the pedal, and then that goes to the throttle cable. So
Yeah, so
that's really the only thing to call, I think.
I have to
Shouldn't be
shorten
too bad.
that, and then it literally is like time to put the motor in. So that's really exciting. Super sick and awesome. Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah, we're both a little tired for sure. But yeah, I think we're just gonna keep slaving away, get this figured out, and I'll update you guys when we get these lines all plumbed up. All right, after slaving away at this more, there's that line for the clutch, this line this line up here for one of the brakes, and then this line up here which goes up in there for one of the other brakes, and then all the lines are threaded through this guy right here.
You don't ever worry about like oncoming on the
As you guys can tell, here are all of our lines, and then the rubber lines where the reservoirs are all gonna sit. But now I think it's motor time. Motor time. Motor time.
Big motor time.
Motor time.
We're watching Brody piss off the NPCs.
Goofy goober. Okay, so now we're trying to figure out this whole like wiring situation where we got to pull this whole harness out of the chassis right now. That's what Grant and Brody are doing in there. Because none of these connectors do anything anymore. Because this is all M20 stuff, where over here, if I run over here, this guy, all of this bullshit has to go in. So this is where the ECU is going to go in the glove box, and then this is just a fuse relay panel. This is the scanner right here, and then this is where my adapter plugs in. So we're just trying to rip out the whole harness right now, and then once we rip out the harness, we'll be able to start like figuring out where or what goes where, because wiring is one thing I'm not good at, and this is a little complicated. So yeah,
We're ripping harnesses and wires out of the car. From the old harness, from the old motor that we don't need.
Alright, now hold on.
And Alex just undid the last connector.
no, we got one more, right?
Right there.
Or two more.
Man, there's something under here.
Hey, 1, 2.
I think it's for your horn. Maybe. I don't know.
No,
I
that's
think
for the
And
PA.
Grant's feeling horny.
This is for the P. Damn, Alex, that's crazy how you got it loose.
Idiot.
Jesus, man.
Ain't fast enough, boys. Come on, come on.
Careful, careful. There's a washer, dickwad.
Oh. Not anymore.
Yeah, you just lost the washer, you fucking twat.
Ah, harness is gone.
Whoa.
This is a really nice
Look at
working
the-
environment.
You didn't even look at the harness.
We always treat each other nicely in this
Look at
space.
the harness, dick. Jeez.
We've never once spent. Dude, I'm like talking about being nice, and he calls me dick cheese, bro. Yay! Woo! Woo!
Brody, hold up the light.
Grant, do a dance. Do a dance. Do a
not
jig.
gonna dance.
Do a jig. Come on.
I can't dance.
Come on. Do like
Put it
a
around like
hit
a
like a
chain.
hit like a hop step.
There you go. Bro.
Wear it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
like
put
chain.
on that ice. Put on that ice.
Fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
can't.
caved. I had to get the hoodie, even though I don't want to ruin any of my hoodies. Bro! Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I literally just got this hoodie because I didn't want to get my other one dirty, dude.
He goes, I don't want to ruin
What do I
any of my
even do
hoodie.
right now, dude? Other than smack you in the fucking face.
He said, I didn't want to ruin any of
Alright,
my
I get to smack you one time really hard. It's the only way to make this even right now.
It's like La Boufa.
Alright, get over here. Get
It was
over here.
dead center
Get over
chest.
here.
You didn't even miss.
My mouth. Get over here. I'm gonna piss myself. Get over here. No, I'm serious. Get over here. Alright, so for everybody watching, I'm covered in coolant because of him. So to make this even, I want to sucker punch him. You ready?
Yeah. I'm waiting.
You can't
I'm
flex.
bracing. What do you mean I can't?
Put your arms
He's gonna be
behind
like,
your
you
back.
can't
There's-
flex, you can't move.
That kind of hurt my wrist.
Who's gonna have internal
I gotta spit
bleeding?
coolant out of my mouth again.
Bro, he's dead. He died. He died. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
All right, so we're now going for test fit number 1. Just to kind of, we're just gonna put it in, see how it lines up, and then if there's any adjustments I need to make here or over there, we're gonna figure that one out. But to be honest, I really just want to see this in the car. I think everyone wants to. Oh, I almost died. I think everyone just wants to see this in the car to see what it looks like. So we're just gonna put it in there, see how much room we have for anything else. If I need to adjust anything or relocate anything else, hopefully I don't. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna time lapse us slowly dropping this fat bastard in here.
Good way to say that.
So, yeah, cue that. All right, after literally like 2 hours of trying to get this thing in, we have one of the motor mounts in right there, but we've been like fiddling with this side for hella long. And if you guys can see, this motor mount has to go right in, oh my god, this is so hard to film. It has to go there instead of there. It needs to shift over like there. See that hole? That in there. Boom. So we've like leveled the motor, twisted it. The trans is hitting the top of the trans tunnel. It's just like there's so little room. And we're just having such a hard time maneuvering it the way that it like needs to be, and it's 40 degrees and we're all dying, so we're just gonna call it for tonight and then pick it up tomorrow morning because we've been at it for over 12 hours.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna need to do is, even though we have that motor mount on, we're probably gonna have to take it back off and see if lifting that side will lower that side enough, or they'll both drop in. But it's really too big of a challenge to start tonight, so.
Yeah, no,
Do
it's
a little more, back to the drawing board and see how it goes in the morning.
yeah, it's been quite something. But I mean, you can just tell
It
this
looks
thing.
so proper. It's like it was meant to be.
Yeah, this thing looks
Except for
fucking
the clearance issues, of course.
yeah. I mean, it's like it is right against the firewall. Like the amount of room that I'm gonna have to work on this
Look
thing
at in between
is,
the frame rails too. Like especially on this side over here, like the alternator and the frame rail, that's like
yeah.
maybe half an inch, maybe 3/8.
Yeah, no, it's quite tight, but it does look very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick up the camera tomorrow. Goodbye. All right, as you guys can tell, it's the next morning. We slept so fucking late. I think both of us woke up
I think I
at
was
like
11.
yeah.
What were you, like 12 probably?
Yeah, something like that, which is crazy considering. I mean, I wake up at 12 normally, but
Usually up at 8.
yeah, he wakes up at 8, and the fact that he woke up at 11 is just fucked. So we were
I
like,
didn't go to bed any later than normal either.
Yeah,
I slept
no.
for 11 hours.
that's what working on a car for 12 hours does to you. So we have not made any progress today. We've decided today is going to be a rest day because Grant's going to go back home.
Just for a night or two.
Yeah.
Get some stuff, swap cars.
And then I'm going to, instead of working on this car, I'm just going to edit this video, get this up. So unfortunately, this is as far as we got. Just putting that motor mount in right there, and then that one over there we couldn't get lined up. So we got to figure that out. I can't decide if I want to pull the motor out again and then do some stuff and then put it back in, or if we should try to like finagle it in and then leave it. That's something I will deal with in the future, and I don't want to think about right now. But it's crazy. I could literally like plug it in right now, and we could start it. It would run. So
we're close. Progress is being made for sure. So I think that's gonna end it for today's video. Next video will be putting the motor in, getting it fully situated, 100%. Then finishing up the brakes and whatever else, and my new diff is coming today. And then we can just like button up the drivetrain and it should be good. I'm gonna expect 2 or 3 more videos before this thing is running, but yeah, not far away. So I will catch you guys in the next one.